Thank you for joining us for this week's edition of the IU Southeast News. I'm Ellie Morgan.
And I'm Zach Becker.
Zach Becker and I went to Kansai Japanese Steakhouse in Clarksville, Indiana to talk with owner Nick Guy about his restaurant success and the future of sushi. We also had a chance to speak with head chef Hank Wong about his plans to open an Eastern-style sushi restaurant in Louisville and to try to make the Midwest meet the East Coast. Lesson 1 at Kansai, how to hold the chopsticks. Now, I'd always thought you just grab them and stab the food, but apparently there's a technique. Go something like that, on the top, squeeze it, and that's supposed to help you pick up food.
Okay, chopsticks 101, right? Well, chopstick is the most versatile and the most easiest tool to use as far as the eating utensil. Okay, it's been around the longest, by the way. The first one is held like a pencil, okay. And usually, we write like that, right? Some people I've seen them to hold pencils like this, but we don't want to do that. Okay. The first one is held like a pencil.
Make sure she behaves.
But the only thing that we're doing is we're just going to push it back for more leverage, right? Same thing. We write like that, right? The second piece, all it's doing is just resting right here. The second piece doesn't move. Okay, so ignore the second piece. So let's say that's all it's doing right here. So the chopstick movement is done by these two fingers, and all this thumb is doing is it's acting as a leverage for the bottom one and the top one. So just hold it like a pencil, and all you're doing is just scoop it up, stab, pick up some, stir.
Well, that makes sense. I'm going to have to practice. So what's your official title here?
I'm the head chef here.
You're the head chef?
Yes.
And then are there different levels of chefs?
Yeah, there's the bottom level is an apprentice, it's a chef helper.
Okay.
And then that guy right there, he's the second chef. And I'm top dog. But my job is to train and also to monitor the chefs and the servers and make sure the overall flow of the restaurant is going smoothly.
Okay. And what's he doing over there?
Yeah?
Yes.
He's just going on. It's not bad, but when he was like, say, 16, he was making $50,000. I'm gonna look for a location this November. In the East Coast Sushi to Southern Indiana. Okay? Now, some of the things that are really popular in the East Coast, unfortunately, the Kentuckians aren't ready for it over here. For example, live sushi. Live sushi is, we have a saltwater tank behind the sushi bar. And for example, the shrimp is alive, swimming around.
And you take it and you put it on the plate like that?
Well, there's a spectacular presentation that goes along with it, but sometimes the meat is like throbbing in your mouth.
And people love it.
Yeah, that's a modern stage of sushi in the East Coast. But if I did it here, people screaming, "Ah! Kill it, kill it, kill it!"
I'd be screaming.
All right, Zach Becker here at Kansai with Ellie tonight. We decided to try a little bit of sushi. We've got here a derby roll, which looks pretty appetizing. You've got the ginger and the wasabi here, which is pretty good. And then we have tuna and salmon with some ginger and wasabi. I'm going to show you how to have proper sushi. Take your soy sauce here, dip it right in the bowl, like so. Okay. Usually you just take a little bit of wasabi, but I'm a crazy guy, so I'm going to take a lot. Take your sushi, dip it in there real good. Make sure you get it all. And you can put ginger on it. I don't dig that in particular. But here we go. Ready?
I'm here with the manager, Nick. Nick, what can you tell us about how this restaurant was founded?
How I found the location, you mean? Actually, it's from my partner, Steve Baldwin. So I see that location, the Veteran Parkway. When the first, like 4 years ago, was nothing here. Then we see Walmart coming down, and see Sam Club, and I see Best Buy, anything. So that's why we think about it's a good place to build a business. So.
And you keep pretty busy?
Well, okay, we're doing okay.
Okay, well, it's really busy tonight, so you must not be doing too bad.
December and January we were really busy.
And what types of different sushi do you offer?
We offer sashimi, nigiri, and maki and miso rolls. So, and same thing we still offer the wasabi, that means the cooking, the food cooking in the kitchen. So.
If I was a student just coming here and I want to know, I've never had sushi before, I want to know what to try for the first time, what would you recommend?
This California roll is good started. It's just cucumber, avocado, and honey and crab meat. It's all cooked like a spring. Somebody called that spring roll because of all the vegetable, nothing raw. Yum yum roll also a good one with rice, seaweed, and the spicy crab meat inside. So it's all everything cooked, so you don't have raw fish or anything.
And what exactly is sake? I've been hearing it a lot. I'm not exactly sure what it is.
Yeah, sake is rice wine. They probably like 12 to 15% of alcohol.
Okay.
So, but they serve it hot or cold. They got different kind of sake.
Reporter Sean O'Brien had a chance to speak with Brittany Barnett, pitcher for the IU Southeast softball team, about their #1 ranked season.
This is Sean O'Brien, and I'm here with Brittany Bennett, pitcher for the KIAC #1 ranked Indiana University Southeast Grenadiers softball team. How are you, Brittany?
Good.
Thank you for taking time with me. So what was the team's reaction whenever you all found out that you were ranked first?
We were really excited, and we knew we had to work to actually meet the rankings and stuff, so we had to do a lot of practice.
How did you all get to where you all are today?
A lot of practice, 6 a.m.s, conditioning, team bonding, and that's about it.
What has Coach Todd Buckingham said to you guys since the rankings were announced?
We have to meet our goals. We have to work harder than we did last year to actually get up to where we are today now.
What are the team's plans for this season?
We want to try to get to nationals, win conference, win more away games, because that's where we were weak at last year.
All right, thank you for taking time with me again, and congratulations on the ranking.
Thank you.
In men's basketball, the Grenadiers had another win when they smashed Volusia University 84-51 in Owensboro, Kentucky on January 29th, and also beat Alice Lloyd College 69-55 at home on February 2nd.
In women's basketball, the Grenadiers won against Alice Lloyd College 68-57, making their record 12-12 on February 2nd.
Some upcoming events at campus include a screening of the film Smoke Signals on February 19th at 7:30 in the recital hall of the Ogle Center. This is the first film written, directed, and co-produced by Native Americans.
Also coming up is the Global Grounds Coffee Hour on Thursday, February 14th at noon in the Adult Student Center. And on Tuesday, March 4th, author David Hurst Thomas will discuss the book Skull Wars. Sorry, let me do it again. Also coming up is the Global Grounds Coffee Hour on Thursday, February 14th at noon in the Adult Student Center. And on Tuesday, March 4th, author David Hurst Thomas will discuss the book Skull Wars, Kinnick Archaeology, and the Battle for the Native American in the STEM Auditorium in the Ogle Center.
Well, that's going to wrap it up for the IU Southeast News. Thanks for watching, and you stay classy, Kentuckiana.